Welcome. This is Tax Pro Nation, the home of the independent tax professionals, where you can find a tax community, maximize your earnings, and live life on your own terms. I'm your host, Imelda Ledesma, COO of Pronto Tax School. In this episode, Glen will lead the conversation on extensions, price changes, new returns, and the biggest challenges everyone faced this tax season.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody. And it's April 17th. I hope you all had a good first regular season. Anybody have any thoughts about their season this ending April 15th? Any thoughts?
Oh, Glenn, I think I was really lucky because I did not lose. Well, I will take that back. I dropped 2 clients that I have had for a number of years, and neither one of them I was surprised at. And they were from California, but it was not anything as a surprise to me on both of them. And
Linda, did you gain it? Did you gain any people?
Yeah, I picked up about 8 or 9, maybe 10 new clients here in the Salt Lake area. And I was at the post office on Saturday to drop off a return to send it to their, my client's copy of his return. Mm-hmm. And there were half a dozen people in line dropping out, mailing extensions and payments with their extensions and asking questions. And the post office guy was trying to explain to him. And so I kind of piped. I'm not known for being overly quiet when it comes to things like that. So I spoke up and said, okay, here's how, here's what you need to do and hang on to your receipt and etc.
Right.
And by the time I left the post office, I had handed out either 6 or 8 business cards.
Excellent. Good for you.
So
excellent. Good. Sydney, how was your first tax season there in Vegas? Sydney, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Couldn't get off mute.
Oh, okay. How did it go? Just okay?
Yeah, it was okay. People are still coming in. The older crew is still coming in. Not age, but those who have been with me a while.
Okay. Yeah. How many extensions do you have, Sydney?
I think 4 or 5.
Okay.
But quite a few people I didn't do extensions for because they didn't reach out or answer the phone when I called.
Okay. Excellent. Hey, Sydney, I meant to tell you, I registered you for the Start and Grow Your Tax business.
Yes.
Okay. And what I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, is to do a live tax return on Zoom.
Okay.
You know how to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So as part of the Start and Grow Your Tax business.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll brief you more like next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Ed Lopez, you're new. Are you there, Ed? No? Heather, how did you do this year so far?
I did good this year. I switched to TaxDome this year, and it made a huge difference.
You took your buddy's advice, huh?
I did. He talked me into it, and he was right.
Okay, so good. And so you were busy, right?
I was busy, and I was organized, and it was way easier for me to stay on task, and it's much better than my Post-it note system.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Jennifer.
Hi.
How did you do this past regular tax season?
I did good. I did better.
Okay. You did better. And did you do a lot of extensions?
I have about 30 extensions right now.
Wow. Excellent. Yeah. Good for you.
Most of them are new clients.
Uh-huh.
With my updated prices too, so.
But you're doing them all out of home, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for you. Excellent.
Thank you.
Let's see. Who do we have? John, did you improve this past tax season?
Still has yet to be determined because today is actually still a filing deadline for a couple states up here, and some still go to June and July. But I did go up quite a bit on my prices, and some people dropped, but some of them went to, because I have Drake, there's an affiliate website where they can do their own taxes for $25, and I get a big cut of that. I don't know how much that is, but we'll see what happens.
Wait, explain that one. You get a cut if somebody just pays $25 to somebody?
That's interesting.
Well, it's Drake owns the 1040.com website.
Okay.
And as a Drake customer, there's an affiliate link. In other words, if somebody can go to that site with my link, they can do their own taxes for $25 regardless of how complicated, e-filing, state, everything. And I get some sort of a cut of $25 and I don't have to do anything.
Wow. I never knew about that.
So
they didn't tell us.
I gave everybody, my clients, the link. I mean, if they didn't want to go up, pay my higher prices, that's fine. Here's a link. Just do it on your own for $25.
And how many people of yours do you think did that?
Well, I only know two specifically, I think, and then one of them, his father also went over and did that because he'd been doing his own with TurboTax, and it's cheaper than TurboTax.
Right. Oh, it's 25 is cheaper than anything else that I know.
Yeah, I know.
Excellent.
I've not done it myself.
Well, let us know when you get some residual money.
Yeah, I think they said they pay in May and November. They pay twice a year, but I don't know how many people have done it. But I mean, it's something that's out there. So I just decided, rather than lose them totally, might as well get something.
Okay, well, thank you, John. Kamiko, how did you do tax-wise? Kamiko? No?
I did pretty well, I guess, for the first time doing it with on the computer because I'm so used to doing everything on paper and pencil. So I had a really good time. I learned a lot.
You did? Okay, so it was worth it then?
Yes, I'm doing it again next year because the professor is expecting me to help out next year.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Ed Lopez, how did you do?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Yeah, I did pretty good. I want to say I processed about maybe 450 returns, and I have about 30 extensions I need to process starting, in 2 weeks or so. I already have.
Ed, how many years have you been in the business?
I've been in business, I want to say 10 seasons, so 10 years.
Okay. And what? How many more did you do this year than you did last year during the regular tax season?
And quantity wise, I want to say probably about a good 75 more. And this is more new clients, I would say.
Wow, that's excellent. That's really good because, generally after the 5th year, you generally will increase about 5 or 10% each year, but that's a good jump.
I think I'm doing about 20 maybe every year.
Yeah, that's
since the last 5 years or so. It's just been a little bit more. Social media has been a big influence for me and a good referral source and just it's just a good overall advertisement for me.
What kind of social media do you use?
Instagram and Facebook primarily, and a little bit of TikTok, but it's just more of what I do after the tax season that really helps me out. I always say my tax season starts after tax season because everything I do, from community events to content creation to just kind of promoting local businesses, puts me out there as a brand, as a person, as an individual. My company name is El Tax Guy, and that's what I kind of go with, just with community projects and stuff, and it just helps out.
Excellent. And what city are you in?
Well, my business is in Hawthorne, but my local focus of engagement is the whole entire South Bay.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Wow, good for you. Congratulations. That's a good number.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. Maria Mendez. How did you do? Maria, are you there? Okay, I'll go to Marley. Marley, how did you do?
Good. Hi, Glenn.
How did it go?
Good. I grew a little bit. I have about 8 new clients.
Okay.
And I have 3 more new S-Corp returns, which is what I'm trying to focus on. So I kind of double. I had 3 last year, so now I have 6. So I was happy about that for the S-Corp returns.
What do your kids do? I mean, you have the 2 kids, right? That you were teaching.
They help me. Yeah. They both help me. They do data entry, but they are. It's actually my daughter and his boyfriend. My daughter's boyfriend is doing really well. He is asking very insightful questions, so he's really getting it. I try to explain to him everything, like we discussed tax returns and things like that. And it's funny because even his parents' tax returns that we do, his brother decided to file by himself because he has a job using TurboTax. Instead of telling, him for filing, and he did not flag himself as a dependent. So the parents' tax return got rejected when we e-file it. So now it's like, okay, we are going to have to paper file the return. And it was kind of funny. It's like, tell your brother to ask you questions instead of just doing things himself.
Now, why are you changing from e-file to paper file?
No, the return got rejected because one of the dependents had filed.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. That's that. I used to see that. Normally you see that early in the season, like if you're filing like in January, first week in February, you see a lot of rejects like that and you have to paper file. So, but congratulations. How old's your daughter?
They are 20 and 21. My daughter is 20 and so they are young, but it helps a lot when you have, because remember, I kind of do this on the side. I still have my job.
Right.
My W-2 job. So
that's right.
So it helps me for them to just do the data entry. And then I just do the review. And this year we implemented this other workflow software called Financial Sense. I don't know if any of you is familiar with that. It's fairly new, but I had the chance to see a demonstration.
What's Financial Sense? What is that?
It's kind of like kind of like TaxDome and Canopy. It's a little bit less convoluted, in my opinion. It doesn't have as many bells and whistles. So it's kind of, if you compare a car, maybe TaxDome is like high-end, Mercedes and Canopy, they are both up there. Financial Sense is a more, how can I say, affordable, entry-level car, but it worked really well for me. It kept us organized as to the status of each return. You can put, okay, these are the questions that I have for you, and you can chat back and forth. You can send messages to the clients. We're missing this document, or can you please clarify this? All in instead of last year that I had emails and paper notes, and it was all over the place. And I go, this isn't going to work to scale the business, because we're going to miss things if we don't have a better way of keeping all the information in one place. So Financial Sense is that it's a workflow for.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What was that that you're using?
It's called Financial Sense.
Financial Sense.
Yeah, it's new. I believe it's kind of new, but it's very simple. And you create a project for each tax return, and you create steps, and then you create a client task list. So we send each client a list, and then I just would break it down, like, please upload W-2s here, pay 99 interest here, pay 99 dividends here, and so forth. And then so they would upload the documents in an orderly fashion, instead of before that they would just go into a link and upload a bunch of documents, and they don't have to sort through them.
Right.
This way, I kind of made them say, okay, if it's a W-2, it goes here. And then we download them. I still download them into my computer, and then we organize it. But it worked out really well. That really helped us stay on track. And he would say, okay, and you can put tags on each. In this case, in each tax return as to the status, like we're waiting for the client, or this is ready for review, or it was transmitted, check on if it was accepted, things like that. So it worked out really well. I really like that. It's simple. Like I said, it doesn't have tax dome or canopies functionality, but it's hence much cheaper.
How much is it? How much is it?
I paid $400 per license for a whole year.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
Yes, it is. And I mean, like I said, if you guys, I can show you a little peek of what it looks like, like the dashboard, like what I see, because I really like that. I really, this is exactly what I was looking for.
Wow, there, John just came up with the link. I thought it was SENSE, but it's cents, like pennies.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my my ESL.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you, Marley.
Thank you.
Payosha, how's the season? Where's Payosha?
Hi, I'm here.
How did you do?
I would say I did well, but I did lose some clients this year because I
were too busy.
No. I finally raised my prices. So
was it because of that?
I would say so.
Really?
I would absolutely say so. Even some that have been my clients for like over 10 years. But I definitely feel good about it because the prices, I went up on them and I still made about the same money. I made the same money, but I went up in my prices and I got 8 new clients. And, I created a chart this year to so I can see overall what my business is doing from when they sign the organizer to when I'm e-filing, so I can see who are the laggers versus the people that do everything that they're supposed to do. I also created tabs like who had bank products, who earned what they paid, the date that they paid. So I also created a tab to see what everybody's total income was so that I can reach out to them during the year to just try to do some like investment planning and tax planning. So I'm pretty organized and it was a decent tax year. Like I wasn't stressed out, but I would also say this year was the most challenging year as far as the different kind of tax returns that I got. So I did a couple of solar energy tax returns. I had a lot of Schedule C's, Schedule E's, people moving, selling their property, purchasing new property, the mark-to-market election thingy that I did, so I had a lot of challenging tax returns this year, which was good because I got to do a lot of extensive research.
So what does the last part, what does the next tax season, till extension day look for you? Do you have a lot of extensions pending or? I
love to have less than 10 and I have about 8, including my own.
Okay.
I have 9, including my own.
Okay.
So I'm kind of upset that I have the 9, to be honest with you, because when I'm done, I'm done. You know what I mean? So the only thing I want to focus on is investment advising and tax planning. I've just started the investment advising. So those are the things I want to focus on. I don't want to focus on extensions anymore. I mean, extensions at all. So, but it's all good.
Okay. Well, good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Serena, how did you do?
Oh, before you do that, I'm so sorry. I wanted to ask Marley a question or anybody. I also had a client with that their child didn't wait for them to file and filed, and now I can't e-file her tax return. She did an amendment, and they sent me proof of her amendment electronically. Once that gets processed, can I then go in and e-file the tax return? Because I was dreading having her mail it.
You won't be able. Once somebody is, you're going to have to paper file that return.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain, and I had 2 this year that I had to paper file. One was, it's funny because they are friends. It's like you would think that wouldn't have happened, but yeah. So thankfully, I worked for H&R Block. That's what I started, and we had to paper file a lot of returns. So I remember how to assemble the return and where to put the anything that has withholdings. You have to send a copy of it to both taxing authorities. But yeah, you won't be able to e-file. Even the kid amended. I told him you gotta amend the return to remove the fact that you have to say that you're a dependent, but the parents' tax returns has to be paper filed. It won't go through the e-file.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Imelda. Join us next week as we continue to share mini audio clips of the Schedule C tax prep process. If you are interested in listening to the full process and want to be part of the Dream Team community, please visit prontotaxschool.com or email us to support@prontotaxschool.com. Being part of the Dream Team membership comes with getting expert support, top-rated training programs, and weekly video live events. We look forward to having you on board.